and a legend returns to where his story began. His speed, skating, and two-way hockey redefined the game. His grace inspired generations for those who cheered him from the rafters at Joe Louis Arena. His name, his number, and his legacy take their rightful place among the Red Wings legends and will live forever in the rafters of Hockeytown. Tonight, we celebrate number 91, Sergei Fedorov. Now, Hockeytown at this time, please welcome your hosts for tonight's jersey retirement ceremony, presented by Meijer, Ken Daniels and Mickey Redmond.
Thank you very much, Eric. We welcome you all here at Little Caesars Arena for a celebration that's been years in the making. For just the 9th time in Detroit Red Wings history, we gather to witness one of the greatest individual honors this organization can bestow upon a player, raising Sergei Fedorov's iconic number 91 to the rafters, enshrining him among the greatest players to ever wear the winged wheel. Sergei came to Detroit in 1990, and he will add to this story I'm about to mention a little bit later. But another part of it is, when I first met Sergei, I asked him, "You came in 90, why 91? He replied, "Ken, it's not how you start, it's how you finish." And boy, could he finish. For more than a generation, fans were captivated by the greatness any time number 91 took to the ice. Speed, skill, and of course, style. Sergei Fedorov changed the game in Detroit and across the hockey world. He epitomized the importance of two-way hockey before his time, being something of a trailblazer for what is now a staple at all levels of the sport today.
No question about that, partner. Sergei did so many things at an exceptional level and made it legitimately look absolutely beautiful at the same time. He brought fans to their feet, left opponents in the dust, and helped bring 3 Stanley Cups right here, home to Hockeytown.
And tonight, we bring Sergei back to where it all began and where his name will now live forever among the greats. We're also honored to welcome executives, coaches, and teammates who skated alongside Sergei and helped build a championship legacy here in Detroit.
We're also pleased to have representatives of the Red Wings legends whose numbers already hang in our rafters. Representing Terry Sawchuk, his grandson, Easton French. Representing Red Kelly, his daughter Casey Kelly. Representing Sid Abel, his daughter Linda Johnson. Representing Ted Lindsay, his daughter Lynn LaPaw. Representing Alex Del Vecchio, his son, Alex Del Vecchio Jr. And representing Gordie Howe, his son, Mark Howe. Joining them, who have also had this honor bestowed upon them, please welcome number 5, Nicholas Lidstrom. And number 19, Steve Yzerman.
And tonight's celebration would not be complete without the people who supported Sergei through every chapter of his journey. Please join us in welcoming his family, his wife, Karina, their 2 children, Alexandra and Victor, his mother, Natalia, and his brother, Fedor. Your support, sacrifice, and love help make this moment possible.
Sergei Fedorov's journey to Detroit is one of courage, opportunity, and belief. In 1990, he made a life-changing decision, boarding a plane to Detroit that separated him from the only life he had ever known at that point. Not long after touching down in Motown, he was taken to a car dealership, and the message from Mr. Illich was very simple. Pick one. Pick a Corvette. Tonight, that same style and color Corvette returns to the ice here at Little Caesars Arena, appropriately symbolizing the start of his legendary journey in Hockeytown. Please welcome back number 91, Sergei Fedorov.
Oh, we can feel the love. We thought it was also important to have 4 special trophies with us tonight, standing as symbols of what Sergei earned during his Hall of Fame playing career. In recognition of his accomplishments during the 93-94 season, Sergei became the first European-trained player to win the Hart Memorial Trophy, presented annually to the player adjudged to be most valuable to his team. He also was named the recipient of the Frank J. Selke Trophy as the NHL's best defensive forward, and the Lester B. Pearson Award, now the Ted Lindsay Award, as the most outstanding player, as voted by fellow members of the NHL Players Association. And to date, Sergei remains the only player in NHL history to win the Hart, Selke, and Pearson Award in the same season. And of course, there is one more trophy that defines his legacy in Hockeytown, the Stanley Cup. The three-time champion in 97, 98, 2002, all right here in Hockeytown.
Sergei was the definition of a generational talent, a scoring threat every shift on the ice, an unselfish passer, an elite skater, and a forward that contributed on defense like a veteran blue liner. His two-way game became the gold standard for the modern NHL player you see today. He spent 13 unforgettable seasons in Detroit from 1990 to 2003, and his name is etched all over the Red Wings record book. He ranks among the franchise all-time leaders in nearly every category, over 900 career games, 400 goals, 554 assists for 945 points. But his career plus 276 rating shows the dominance he brought to the both ends of the ice. Here in Detroit, his legacy was defined by postseason greatness.
And he helped the Red Wings reach the playoffs in each of his 13 years with the franchise, collecting 50 goals, 163 points in 162 postseason games. Clutch, consistent, and always at his best when the stakes were highest, ultimately helping the Red Wings capture those 3 Stanley Cup championships.
Now to share a few words on behalf of the Ilitch family and the Detroit Red Wings organization, please welcome Sergei's longtime teammate and now Red Wings Executive Vice President and General Manager, Steve Yzerman.
Thanks, Ken. Mick, good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Detroit Red Wings, Marion, and the entire Ilitch family, thank you for joining us as we celebrate one of the most dynamic players in our organization's history, our teammate and friend, Sergei Fedorov. Sergei came to Detroit in the summer of 1990, speaking very little English, alone, not knowing when he'd see his parents or brother Fedor again. I always admired the courage and strength of will Sergei showed in making the very difficult decision to leave his home in Russia. We're delighted to have you return again, along with your wife Karina and children Alexandra and Victor. Dobra poshalavoa. I would also like to acknowledge our teammate Nicholas Lidstrom and the family members with us this evening, representing the players who also had their numbers retired and displayed above. Thank you all for being here. Before I speak about Sergei's vast talents and achievements, I must share with you what I really admire about Sergei. He is genuinely a good person, kind and respectful to all, never speaking an ill word of anyone. Recognized as one of the NHL's 100 greatest players, a member of the Hockey Hall of Fame, awarded the Hart Trophy as League MVP, a 2-time Selke Trophy winner, and also awarded the Lester B. Pearson Trophy as the league's most outstanding player, voted upon by his peers throughout the league. An amazing accomplishment. Recognized as one of Sergei's rare combination of skill, speed, explosive power made him one of the best all-around players in our game's history. During games, he could do things that we as teammates watching from the bench would turn to one another in amazement, simply saying, "Wow, did you see that?" he could do things that none of us could. One of the greatest skaters I've ever seen, possessing elite puck skills with the ability to shoot the puck on his forehand or backhand with great force and accuracy. Excelling in all three zones, both on offense and defense. On the power play and killing penalties, Sergei was a complete player. So much so that Coach Scotty Bowman felt comfortable moving him back to play on defense when needed. With his skating ability, skills, and strength, Sergei had no trouble making that adjustment, something very few players could do. Personally, I've been very fortunate to have followed Sergei's career from start to finish, witnessing so many of his memorable accomplishments firsthand. Initially playing against Sergei in the 1989 World Championships in Stockholm, Sweden, where at the age of 19, Sergei was a standout player for Russia. Then again the following season in Bern, Switzerland, as Sergei's strong play helped lead Russia to a second consecutive gold medal. Coincidentally, it was in Bern, Switzerland, I saw another Red Wing D prospect playing for Sweden. That player went on to have a pretty good career with us in the Red Wings as well. Fortunately for all of us, Red Wing scouts were in Stockholm in '89 watching the tournament and took note of Sergei's play. Then General Manager Jimmy Devellano made the wise decision to select Sergei in the following '89 entry draft. The rest is now history. A few of Sergei's special moments and accomplishments. October 4th, 1990. I was fortunate enough to be on the ice to celebrate Sergei's first career goal, a one-timer going through the center of the ice against the New Jersey Devils. 1992, Game 6 in Minnesota, facing elimination. Sergei scored the OT winner, cutting in off the right wing and whipping a puck underneath the crossbar, in and out of the net so quickly. Fortunately, they had introduced video replay that year, and they looked back and saw the goal was in. He certainly had a flair for the dramatic. Your teammate during the remarkable 93-94 season, where you scored 56 goals, had 120 points, and named the Hart, Selke, and winner of the Lester B. Pearson Trophy as well. December 26, 1996, a memorable Boxing Day game at Joe Louis Arena versus Washington. Final score, Capitals 4, Sergei 5. We could have dressed our goalie in the Russian 5 and we still would have won 5-4. In '97, your winning goal in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals, as you effortlessly skated down the right wing and fired a wrist shot past Ron Hextall, setting the stage for our 4-game sweep of the Flyers. And of course, being a member of the Russian 5, along with Vladdy, Slava, Igor, and Kazi, a unique unit that wowed us all with your artistry. Most fondly for me, in '02, in the playoffs, playing on a line with you and Shanny, I could truly appreciate your amazing talent as we went on to win our 3rd Stanley Cup together. I could go on and on. Sergei was our game breaker, scoring countless important goals, making highlight reel plays at crucial moments. In closing, Sergei, we played together for 13 years, winning 3 Stanley Cups, sharing many great memories, which would not have happened without your brilliance. You will forever have a special place in the Detroit Red Wings history, We're also very proud to see number 91 hanging in the rafters of Little Caesars Arena in your honor. Congratulations.
Thank you, Steve. And before we hear from Sergei himself, we wanted to bring in a few other familiar faces. Over the years, Sergei has made a lasting impact on teammates from many eras of Red Wings hockey, from the Russian Five to Stanley Cup champions to the generations that followed, not just here in Hockeytown, but across the hockey universe. So we reached out to some of those who skated alongside him, battled with him, and witnessed his brilliance up close. And here are a few messages from Sergei's peers and former teammates who couldn't be happier for number 91.
I'm thrilled for Sergei Fedorov. He was so fun to watch. He was such a beautiful skater. He played a 200-foot game. Sergei's one of the greatest Red Wings in history, and there was a real connection between him and this fan base.
Hi, Sergei. It's Scotty Bowman here. Full congratulations. I know it's been a long time coming, but it'll be well worth it to join such an illustrious group of former Red Wing players that have all their numbers retired. So all the best going forward.
Sergei, well deserved. You've really earned to have your jersey retired. Well deserved, and congratulations.
Sergei, thank you for I could play with you, and it has been great years, and it went too fast, but I learned a lot from you, and I'm happy for you.
Congratulations, Sergei. Well deserved. Always hold a special place in my heart, my friend. Amazing player, amazing human being.
Sergei, Chris Chelios here. Just want to congratulate you. There is no greater honor than getting your jersey retired. You were a great friend, a great teammate, and obviously one of the greatest players to ever play the game.
Hey Feds, congrats on your jersey retirement. Obviously you have an unbelievable career. Obviously you helped me growing up as a person, as a player. One of the best players I ever played with.
Sergei, congrats. It's been a great honor to play with you in the glory days with Detroit, winning the Stanley Cups. Well deserved to be up in the rafters, number 91. Sergei, once again, congrats.
And now, it's time to hear from the man himself. The man that's come back home to Hockeytown. It started in 1990. Please welcome number 91, Sergei Fedorov.
Wow. Thank you. Stevie, thank you for kind words. Please bear with me. I'm a hockey player, not a public speaker. What an unbelievable night. Standing here looking out at all of you, it's hard to put into the words what this means. I am humbled, I am honored, and I'm feeling this moment in a way I did not quite expect. Before I thank the people here in Detroit, I want to start at the beginning. When I first entered the league, I left my homeland completely. I was 20 years old and left my mom and dad, my little brother, my country. I landed in Detroit more than 30 years ago. I did not know what the future held. I didn't know if I'd stay or succeed or ever earn the kind of love this city gives out. I just knew one thing. I had the work to do. I wanted to prove myself. I never imagined a night like this. My number up there, next to those legends. The greatest Red Wings of all time, looking down on a fan base that meant so much to me. It's surreal in the best way. How did I get number 91? It was a sunny day in Detroit, first time in my life walking inside Joe Louis Arena, meeting equipment manager Mark Brennan. While we were talking about gear, my dear friend Joey Kosar came by to the locker room. He said hello and introduced himself with the biggest smile I ever seen, and when we shake hands, I knew he's a very powerful guy. At the time, I had no idea he was the enforcer. Love you, Joey. Eventually, Mark asked me the most important question, what number I wanted to wear. I thought for a second and kindly, right away said 91. Thank you. Because I don't want to wear 90 with a 0 on my back. My fellow countryman Alex McGinley wore 89. That is the year he joined the league. Mark just simply said, okay, you the boss. After what he said, I don't know what to think. I was just super excited. My mind was racing again for another 1,000,000th time. I was ready to play right that minute, right away, just go on the ice and just fly. That is how I got the number 91. Now my thank yous. First, I want to thank my mom and dad. You've been wonderful, warm, unbelievable parents. You've been patient with me. You teach me, you provide for me. You love me, and most important, support and guide me to reach my dreams. My mom and my dad have always been there for me, all my life. For that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you, Mom. You're simply the best. My mom and dad supported me in most important, crucial times since I was 12 and very young. One coach saw me play at that age. He was very excited to invite me right after last game to most advanced hockey program. Simply, his team practiced in the rink that had a roof over it. At the time, my home country had only a few covered rinks. But I have to leave home, this time to stay and live there in the big city alone. For a year, my parents were thinking. When I turned 13, they asked me if I wanted to go to a new city to pursue a hockey dream. And it did not take me long to answer. What do you know about life? Not much at this age. But to be able to skate and practice every day without shoveling snow for an hour and a half, in the rink that have roof over it, that was thrilling thought in my little head. This was a big step towards playing at the elite level. By age 17, I was playing and learning from the top players in my home country. You know their names. I guarantee you do. I guarantee. Their names are Slava Fetisov, Igor Larionov, and Vladimir Konstantinov. What everyone now calls Russian 5 hockey. An incredible and unbelievable journey from my parents and from my small hometown 1,300 miles away. It was the beginning of an even more incredible journey. Thank you again, Mom and Dad. I love you very much from the bottom of my heart. From the bottom of my heart. To my brother, you always been there for me. You helped me to conquer a new world, even though sometimes we butt our heads. That's what brothers supposed to do when disagree. You always watch my back. You always support my interest in life. I'm grateful, and I love you very much, and I thank you for being there for me. Thank you, Federer. I have something in my mind for a while I'd like to share and clear this tonight. Leaving Detroit when I did was a huge mistake. That is on me. There was one great thing that came out of that situation, was that it set me on a path to meeting the love of my life, my wife Karina, who gave me these two beautiful children, Alexandra and Victor. Thank you. I love you very much. You are my rock. I'm still fast, isn't it? And special thanks to my 3 best friends that have always been there for me to this day. Paul Dunbar, Danny Cable, and Brian Turner. Thank you all. To the Illich family, you are the greatest. It is truly because of you that this happened. Drafting a Russian player with almost no chance of coming to the team. Sometimes the biggest risk in life have the biggest rewards. With those risks, you build a dynasty and have 4 Stanley Cups to show for it. You believe in me when it truly mattered. You supported me, you trusted me, and you helped me to settle into new country. Even though I definitely did not understand everything you were saying at first. I'm grateful for the opportunities you gave me and for the stability you provided through every chapter of my life. Thank you for giving me a place to grow, to compete, and to this day, call my home. Thank you, Mr. Illich, Mrs. Illich, Chris, and your family. I would also like to thank the family representative from the Red Wings Legends. I cannot forget also Jimmy DeVillano, Ken Holland, and Neil Smith, who took the risk and drafted me. Thank you to all my coaches, especially Scotty Bowman. For mentoring me during my career, and of course, during the Stanley Cups. To my teammates, you shaped my entire career. You challenged me, pushed me, and helped me grow, whether I wanted to grow that day or not. I always believe hockey is a team sport, and I always will. Why? We went through everything together, tough nights, heartbreaking losses, and wins that felt like they could lift the whole city. Those relations, those moments, they are some of the most meaningful of my life. Thank you for being here with me tonight. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bobby, Dino. And to the best captain I ever played with, Stevie Yzerman. Who, by the way, I learned more from than anyone else. I saw every day his leadership, his hard work ethic, his dedication to winning, and his skills on and off the ice. He was truly our leader, incredible. And Detroit, you're so lucky to have Stevie as your GM. I know from experience, it's the toughest job in the business to put a winning team on the ice. And I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time until the Red Wings will lift another Stanley Cup here in Hockey Town. To the greatest fans in the world, a career is made up of highs and lows, of lessons and victories. Winning those cups, best ever. Every step, every moment, the good ones and the hard ones, brought me to this night, and standing here with all of you fans, being honored like this, means more to me than I can describe. This is something I'll carry with me forever. Thank you. You Detroit fans are special. You are loyal, passionate, you show up, always. You embraced me, you supported me, and you made this city feel like home. I felt that love on the ice, and I'm feeling it even more tonight. There is nothing like playing in front of you. Nothing. I am proud, incredibly proud, that I got to represent this city wearing this sweater. Just know this, I don't take it lightly, I don't take it for granted, and I will never forget what you gave it to me. From my very first game, you made me feel like I belong here. You pushed us when we need energy, and on the big nights, the jaw shook. You don't forget that the noise, the emotions, the connections. I'll say it again, there is nothing like playing in front of you. Nothing. And I close with this. I will remember this night for the rest of my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. With all my heart, Hockey Town. Love you all. Go Wings!
Tonight is about honoring a jersey. We want to present you with a few items, Sergei, that represent your legacy. The white sweater featuring the iconic number 91 that you brought excellence here in Hockey Town. As well, we'll have a replica banner for you, identical scale model to the one which will go to the rafters here in just a few moments. And finally, you undressed so many players here on the ice in the city of Detroit and elsewhere. Won't you help us undress this? A custom pair of your iconic white Nike skates, recreated with commemorative marks to remember your incredible honor, including your number 91, replacing the classic swoosh and your career accomplishments, embroidered on the tongue.
Are those beautiful or what? Huh? You're quite a man. A thoroughbred. Okay. And now it's time, Sergei, we ask you and your family to come to the banner area for a moment that's happened just 8 times in a century of this franchise's history. We honor you by raising number 91 to the rafters, forever enshrining the legacy of Sergei Fedorov for generations to come. You and your family, please. We love you, brother.
There it is, Detroit, number 91, forever in Hockey Town. Fans, one more time, let's hear it for Sergei Fedorov.
The smiles will last deep into the night and then some. What a start to this evening. Sergei will drop the puck to get the game started tonight. The Wings are home to the Hurricanes, each team on a roll, but we'll continue to celebrate the newest number in the rafters when we continue in a moment.